All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Charlotte Curling Club here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. We are coming to you deep from the heart of the South with the 5:30 draw of our Sweepy Hollow delivery. We're getting underway. We got four fantastic matches for you today. We got Sheet C already underway. We got four matches here. Going to be some good curling here. We're all looking forward to some great curling actions. My name's Adam Pelletier. I am your commentator and announcer this evening. We're going to have ourselves a good time, folks. Whether you're new to curling, whether you're a long-time curling aficionado, we have you covered here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good time. Let's get excited. Let's take you through the matchups here. Over on Sheet A, we got the Hoblin Goblins out of the Triangle/Circle City Curling Club. Triangle, for those of y'all not local to Charlotte, or local to North Carolina, we are talking about the Raleigh-Durham Research Triangle Curling Club. They are partnered with the Circle City Curling Club out of Fishers, Indiana. Skip Kim Hicks, Vice Mario Riveron, second D. Hicks, and lead Keith Hammer are representing for the Hoblin Goblins. Competing against them on Sheet A is Boo Sheet out of the Orlando Curling Club. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Florida has curling, and Orlando is a vivacious and enthusiastic club. Skip Bill Morrison leads his side against Jordan Cuoco, Ari Warsager, and Eric Mader. That's an impressive side there earlier. Triangle Circle City, Hoblin Goblins took down the Headless Skip out of Charlomac earlier today in earlier action. Some of you may have tuned in for that. If not, you missed out on a great broadcast. On Sheet B, which is the second one, as we're working from left to right, ladies and gentlemen. A is on the far left, then we got B, then we got C, and D's here on the far right. So we're working left to right on your TV or computer screen. On Sheet B, we got Mooch Knuckle out of the Tampa Curling Club. Heavy Florida draw here, folks. Orlando and Tampa. Mooch Knuckle took down Mystery Machine out of the Kalamazoo Curling Club. You know, really, Kalamazoo, Michigan, heart of curling country up there. Skip Brad Forrest, Vice Mooch Heedy, the namesake of Mooch Knuckle. Second Dave Delaudier, and Christy Forrest throwing lead for Mooch Knuckle. They're taking on Team Strickland out of the Charleston Curling Club. Skip Peter Strickland, second Vice Jackie Fagioli, second Adam Friedman, and lead Katrina Freeman. This is Team Strickland's first match of the Bonspiel. Next on Sheet D, we got What We Booze in the Shadows, who wins the award for the longest name tonight out of the Palmetto Curling Club, led by Skip Kenton Morrell, Vice Bill Marshall, second Linda Marshall, and lead Jillian Vantby. They took down Hack-O-Lantern, another Orlando club here. They're taking on Witchful Thinking out of the Triangle Curling Club. Skip Mark Palmieri, Vice Trevor Gadd, second Cameron Kim, and lead Chris Berry, holding it down out of the Triangle Curling Club. And here on Sheet D, last but not least, we have a matchup of the Charlotte Curling Club, a Queen City grudge match, if you will. We got Here for the Booze and Skip Brady Gould with Vice Brett Kubrick, second Nevinch, and lead Jessica Captain, taking on the Curling Tribe, skipped by veteran Omar Van Ruyen, Vice Sylvia Jennings, second John Betteridge, and lead Sarah Bush. Here for the Booze took down Throwing Bones out of Charleston in the first draw earlier today. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves an exciting slate of matchups here. 4 games, 4 matchups. If you're just joining us right now, glad you joined us here for some excellent Sweepy Hollow curling action here at the Charlotte Curling Club in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. Yes, for those of y'all wondering, there is curling in the South. We're here in the first end getting started. We got first rocks traveling down the sheet here. Some interesting action happening so far. Let's take you around the sheets here. Let's start with Sheet A. And on Sheet A, we have the Hoblin Goblins out of Triangle Circle City, taking on the Boo Sheet out of Orlando. All right. Skip Bill Morrison and Skip Kim Hicks going at it over there on Sheet A. We got Boo Sheet out of Orlando throwing the yellow rocks. They're presently sitting 1. They got a nice setup there. They got 1 rock at the back. They have it sitting on the red rock at the back of the house, and they have a little bit of a guard, little bit of a cover, and it looks like Red's about to deliver here. Let's stay with this one through the delivery for the Hoblin Goblins. Hoblin Goblins coming down. Looks like they're trying to peel some guards out the way and really start to open things up here. Let's see what happens. coming down. Good shot, gets the tap. Let's see. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, that was a beautiful shot, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit too much movement. Great shot, though, from the Hoblin Goblins. They're sitting one now. They took over Shot Rock. Folks, that was a great shot there. I know it looks like that it did tick that high rock, but it's still sitting there. It's covered up by 2 rocks. That's going to be a tough one to get at. We're going to come back to that one in a little bit. We're heading over to Sheet B and checking in with Mooch Knuckle, the Tampa team taking on Team Strickland out of Charleston. All right, so Sheet B, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking here. Looks like we got red, Mooch Knuckle, sitting 3 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Mooch Knuckle setting up a big end, but here comes Strickland. Looks like they're bringing some heat here, trying to clean some things up. Let's see what happens here. Great delivery, nice rock. Sweeping furiously is the Charleston team, trying to hold it. They're off now. Nice little tick. Good shot. We like the approach, just missed a little bit, but it was a good thought there. Love to see it from Charleston. Mooch Knuckle sitting 3 right now on Sheet B as we continue our work around, going over to Sheet B with What We Booze out of the Palmetto Curling Club in South Carolina, taking on Wishful Thinking out of the Triangle Curling Club in the Research Triangle of Charlotte, North Carolina. Wishful Thinking here has one of the most coordinated costume, folks. They are all wearing witches outfits, and there's some dedication out there. There was even someone sliding down on a broom. So, Wishful Thinking right now, 2 rocks in the house as we stay with What We Booze in the shadows, getting ready for their shot here. Let's stay with this one. Let's see what they're looking at here. Looks like they're setting up for a draw and sit, ladies and gentlemen. This is great shot, great thought, great plan. You know, we're really looking to come in. Red's looking to come in here down that left side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. They have a nice opening. The ice is going to curl right in. Come right in and sit on that rock at the button is their plan. What a slide. Good delivery. Sweepers are with it. I believe. Yep, good shot. There we go. That looks like good. We like the looks of that one, ladies and gentlemen, from up here. The spectators are nodding. They like how it looks. Drawn right around. Oh, didn't get enough curl. Nice shot, though. We like it. And we're going to keep going around here. We're going to Sheet D here for the Booze in the Queen City Grudge match. Here for the Booze and the Curling Tribe. 2 Charlotte squads going at it. We got the Curling Tribe Vice, Sylvia Jennings, delivering her first rock here. Going on down, looking to really pile in here for Yellow. Yellow's sitting 1 at the moment, and Sylvia throws a beautiful stone that looks like it's going to sit. Are they sitting for a guard? Yep, sits for a guard right on top of their stone. This puts Brady Gould in a tough spot here. This is going to have to be a laser out of... Oh, it looks like they might have changed up their order here. It looks like we've got Navinch throwing Vice Rocks tonight. Our order, we're a little out of order here, but Navinch throwing Vice Rocks, coming down with some heat. Let's see if he nails this takeout. That has some gas on it, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like a good rock. It's straight enough. They're sweeping fiercely. 1. Good shot. Gets the 1. Opens up. And didn't get the 2, ladies and gentlemen. Just missed it a little bit, but opened it up nicely. We got a good second shot here, Sylvia Jennings. We're going to stay here on Sheet D. You know, we're a little biased towards the Charlotte Curling Club here, folks, as they are our home squad. We love our Charlotte hometown squads. We're going to stay with the folks we know here for a minute. Sylvia Jennings. Looks like we're calling another guard. She's just trying to put that guard back on top as the Curling Tribe is trying to steal here early. Good shot by Jennings, taking a slightly wider line than has come down early. Folks, as you're looking down, as you're working this curling ice, you're starting to think, have we shot down this line before? If you haven't, the thing that you're really looking at as you work down new lines the entire way is the speed that's going to change. As you work more rocks down the line, as you sweep more, the line is going to get faster. And that's not something you're thinking about when you're at home watching on TV. You're not thinking about how that ice is speeding up, how this ice is changing. It's going to speed up through about the first 3 ends before it starts slowing down in end 4 and 5 with what we call the fourth end frost. All right, so Sylvia tried to put the guard back, has it a little bit covered, looks good. We're going to stay here with Brady Gould, Skip Brady Gould of Here for the Booze, stepping into the hack. He's coming out here for the Boos. Again, toppled, throwing bones out of the Charleston Curling Club earlier today. Brady looking confident as he steps in. Looks like he's trying to throw. Looks like a heavy draw almost. He's looking to just kind of hit the Yellowstone that's sitting there in the red rings, ladies and gentlemen. Tap it back a little bit and stick around. Let's see if he can deliver. Confident slide, good smooth slide. Rock is out. Here we go. It's moving. Rock sliding down the ice. Oh, that is a nice line, folks. Can he hold it? Brett Kubrick sweeping furiously to hold it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit and stick. Can they get it to stick around? Red sticks it. Brady Gold with the hit and roll to stick around. Red sitting one here on sheet D. We're going to head back to sheet A, check in with the Hoblin Goblins and Boo sheet as we're getting down towards the end of it. Down. Yeah, that'll work. Yep. So we're looking at sheet 1 here, folks. We've got the red team, Hoblin Goblins, sitting 1 right now. They're sitting 1 comfortably in there. Hoblin Goblins is looking to pile in here and really try to add on to the points. Good shot there by the skip, Kim Hicks. All right, Kim Hicks throws a nice guard there, blocks up the draw lane. Bill Morrison getting ready here on for Boo Sheet out of Orlando. They're talking about it. Yeah, they're talking about it there, folks. We like this view here where you get the near and the far. It really gives you a sense of what's going on. It gives you that angle, that almost in the hack angle, as well as the top down. So you can watch that slide coming out, and you can watch the rock coming down, and you can see the great overhead view of both hacks. So, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic setup here we have at the Charlotte Curling Club as we get ready for skip Bill Morrison to deliver his rocks for Boo Sheets. It looks like he's setting up for a wide sweeping draw. Got the broom out there on the edge of the 12-foot. He wants to bring that yellow rock all the way in and try to bring it in for counting rocks. So let's stay with him through this shot. This is going to be a tricky shot, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Morrison has the experience, though, as the skip, as the leader of Boo Sheet out of the Orlando Curling Club, to come in and score this. So you can't see right now, but he steps into the hack, glides out ever so gracefully, wearing some spectacular blue pants. Bill Morrison delivers a nice rock there, coming on down. They're sweeping it hard, ladies and gentlemen. Ferocious sweeping, trying to hold it there. Trying to hold it, trying to hold the line as it starts to move over. Let's see, can they do it? Can they do it? Can they do it? Everybody's sweeping now. Doesn't look like they managed it. Good call, though. Good call. We're going to keep going around. We're going to hop over to sheet B now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to check in there with the match between Mooch Knuckle and Strickland. We got a Tampa versus Charlton showdown, a battle of the coastal cities. One's a bay, Gulf of Mexico City. The other, lovely Atlantic Ocean beachfront town. We got a good one here. Mooch Knuckle presently sitting 4 and in the hack looking to deliver even more. Strickland, though, with the hammer, will have a chance to come back and try to cut down Mooch Knuckle from this present 4 spot that they're sitting. Mooch Knuckle throwing a nice draw here, trying to come in, pile in for 5. So, folks, for those of y'all a little unfamiliar with curling terminology, when we're saying the hammer, it's who's ever throwing the last stone in an end. In this case, Team Strickland. I had it wrong, actually, folks. Mooch Knuckle throwing a great guard trying to block up that draw lane for Team Strickland. Team Strickland has hammer, folks. Hammer is the last rock of an end. Think of an end like an inning in baseball. Right now, we're tied 0-0. We just started our first ends. So this hammer, the hammer that's about to come from Team Strickland here, is going to be, I believe, the last rock thrown on sheet B. Team Strickland looking to take a point here. So when you have the hammer, ladies, when you have the hammer, what you're looking to do is you're trying to take 2 points. 2 points is the goal when you're talking about hammer. However, If the other team is sitting 5 or sitting 4 like Mooch Knuckle is right now, you're going to try to come in and you're going to try to cut them down. While Mooch Knuckle's talking, we're going to jump to another sheet here as we got some scoring action ready to go here on sheet D. Sheet D looks like we're scoring 2 for red, I believe it is, which is going to be 2 for here for the Booze. Brady Gold jumps up 2-0 on Omar Van Ruyen in the Queen City Showdown. We're going to jump back to sheet C and check in with them, see how they're scoring this right now. We're getting ready to, we just threw the hammer there on sheet C. We might have missed it. We're going to go back to sheet B because sheet C is kicking rocks around and they scored. So back to sheet B, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about Team Strickland throwing hammer here with the hammer, trying to cut down Mooch Knuckles 4, get it to 1. That's a nice line, folks. I like that line. Got to sneak it around that high guard, which is what the real challenge is going to be. You can see that top guard there coming down. Are they going to... Oh, they got the late bite. They got the late bite. What a shot by Strickland, ladies and gentlemen. Strickland with a draw to the button for 1 with the hammer. Great shot from Skip Peter Strickland. That's why he's the skip. That's why he's the man holding the broom, ladies and gentlemen. Puts Team Strickland up 1-0 on sheet B. We're going to jump back over to sheet A, still in the first end. The Hobgoblins, the Triangle Circle City team against Bill Morrison and his Boo Sheet out of Orlando. We got the Hoblin Goblins about to deliver the hammer here. So Skip Kim Hicks getting into the tack here, sitting 1. The Hoblin Goblins are sitting 1, and boy, is there a whole lot of granite in play there, ladies and gentlemen. A whole lot of granite. And it is going to be tough for the Hoblin Goblins to come out with 2 here. Let's see what their plan is. So, Hoblin Goblins into the hack here. Folks, we're going to take you around, update you on what happened in the first end across all of our sheets. First end's wrapping up. We're into the second ends on everything but sheet A. And we're here, Hoblin Goblins with the delivery. Smooth throw from Skip Kim Hicks. Talking a lot. So Kim Hicks with a great rock there. It's going to end a little short. That's going to be 1 for the Hoblin Goblins, the fusion team between the Raleigh-Durham area and Fishers, Indiana, folks. We're through all first ends here. We're going to take you around right now. We're going to take you through all the sheets. So sheet A between the Hoblin Goblins and Boo Sheet stands at 1-0 for the Hoblin Goblins. Sheet B, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming around here. Sheet B between Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa and Team Strickland out of Charleston stands at 1-0. Team Strickland after a beautiful hammer shot from Skip Peter Strickland. As we head to sheet C with What We Booze in the nights between the Palmetto Curling Club and Wishful Thinking between the Triangle Curling Club. Wishful Thinking hung 4 on the board there early, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big start for Wishful Thinking. The dashing and coordinated crew in the witches' hats, ladies and gentlemen. The witches are out in full effect here, and they can, in addition to being able to ride the brooms, they can sweep like nobody's business. As we head over to sheet D, in the Queen City Showdown, here the Boos and Skip Brady Gold took 2 off of the Curling Tribe and Skip Omar Van Ruyen. Folks, it's great to be here. It's great to feel back. This is our first Bonspiel here at the Charlotte Curling Club in over 16 months. We didn't have a Bonspiel at all last year that was open to the public. This is great. There's some energy in the room here. There's some fantastic energy in the warm room. It's good to be back. It's good to be curling, and it's good to have the curling community back and going. So looking at sheet D, looks like we're starting off with a nice corner game here. We got here for the Boos, Jessica Captain set a corner guard for the Red Charlotte team. Omar Van Ruyen looks like he wants to have looks like he wants to play behind it. Throws a nice. Oh no, he's playing to the middle here. Omar Van Ruyen says no to the corner guard. He's coming right down the pipe. Going to make Brady Gould come at him. This is going to be an interesting one as we work around with our early sheets. So looking at, we're looking back up sheet D now. You get a whole new view now. Folks, this is our first Bonspiel in a while. We were working out some of the kinks here. And we like this up sheet view, but it doesn't give you the score and it doesn't remind you who's playing. So, but we got a great rock there from Brett Kubrick. Brett Kubrick moved up, throwing lead rocks here for the booze. Nice little takeout. It looks like that was biting, folks. Where free guard zone is in effect here. Free guard zone is a rule where any rock that isn't in the house can't be taken out until the fifth stone. All right, so sheet D, 2-0 for here for the booze. We're going to take you around the sheets, check in, see what we got for all our situations. As we go to sheet C, where we're looking at what we booze, Palmetto against Wishful Thinking out of the Triangle Curling Club. And Wishful Thinking currently sitting one rock in the house. What we booze in the Knights has a nice high guard, though, on the corner. Wishful Thinking looking to come down here, set another guard, looking like they're trying to get off to the races here. That is going to be, oh, they didn't throw a guard, they threw a biter. Is it going to get there? It does, ladies and gentlemen. They went beyond a biter. They went for the double, sitting 2 right on the edge of the 8-foot or 6-foot. How many feet is that? I think it's the 6. Is it the 8-foot or the 6-foot? That's the white one. I always forget. 8-foot. I'm being told by the spectators in the peanut gallery that is the 8-foot. I know the 4-foot and I know the 12-foot, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, it's just, as close. I swear I know what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I promise. There we go. I'm being told I know more than Joe Buck would know if he was commentating on curling. Joe Buck, we appreciate you and what you attempt to do poorly. So, we got what we booze in the night. The Palmetto Curling Club looking to bury. Oh, Palmetto looking to really work the outsides here. Nice shot to try to split the house. Just a little heavy. Good late sweep by the Wishful Thinking skip. So the thought there is for what we booze in the night, they're trying to land one on the outside. They're going to come down, knock those 2 out in the middle, and set up what we call a split house where you've got rocks on either side. We're going to continue working it around. We're going to the Tampa-Charleston matchup between skip Brad Forrest and skip Peter Strickland. Strickland with a beautiful shot at hammer on the first end, stole one. But Mooch Knuckle here, the Tampa squad, setting up with 2 in the back of the house. That could be interesting to see what we have here. Mooch Knuckle really needs to set a guard on this one, folks. They've got a good chance here. They've got 2 in play, and they have a shot right now to set a nice little guard. The rock is on the way. This is third. This is Vice Jackie Fagioli. Or no, this is second Adam Friedman. I'm sorry. Second Adam Friedman. Little wide, but that's okay. Good shot. We like the shot there. We like the thinking. As Peter Strickland calling for a draw right to the center of the button. The button, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk through it, is this spot right at the center of that tiny white circle at the center of each house or curling target. So we're looking to bring one right down there for Strickland. Strickland with a good shot here. I'm sorry, this is Adam Freeman. I got my teams mixed up, folks. I'm trying to read my chicken scratch notes on these matchups, and I'm messing up. Adam Freeman here delivering the shot for Team Strickland, not Team Mooch Knuckle. Good shot by Friedman. Going to working down. They're sweeping furiously, ladies and gentlemen. They're working hard. They're sweeping, melting the ice. Peter Strickland gets involved too. Sits it at the top. That's sitting 2, ladies and gentlemen. So red is sitting 1 right now. Yellow's sitting 2nd, and red's sitting 3rd. We're going to come back to this one, though. We're over to sheet A now, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the Hoblin Goblins, the fusion team, Raleigh, Durham, and Fishers, Indiana, taking on the Orlando Curling Club. Skip Bill Morrison here has Skip Kim Hicks here calling for a nice takeout. Skip Bill Morrison trying to sweep it out there, gets it out. We have the Hoblin Goblins sitting 1 on sheet A, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it there in the lower right-hand side of your screen. We're going to stay with this one for a minute as we get ready for the Orlando's team 2nd. So the Hoblin Goblins sitting 1 at the back of the house here. Looks like he's calling a little bit of a draw, trying to come in. He's not looking to get right on top of his back rock. He's looking to set something a little higher in the house, set a guard, protect his rock that's the scoring rock right now, and really try to pile in. Folks, for those of y'all who aren't as familiar with how we score curling matches, curling is much like bocce ball, if you will, if you're from the Northeast. If you're not from the Northeast, I don't know what long game you play to land things as close to a target, but we're trying to land as many rocks as close to that center target as we can. With that being said, each rock is only worth one. If you're the closest team, you get one rock. If you're the next closest team, you don't get anything. If you get 2 rocks closer than your opponents get any rock, then you get 2 points. So we got all 4 sheets up right now, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit the red zone of curling, if you will. We're looking at all the action here. We're getting ready to jump to a good one here, though, as we wrap up. I'll give you a second to enjoy as I take a sip of a tasty beverage. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got all sorts of action going on here tonight at the Charlotte Curling Club. We got 4 matches tonight. The Hobgoblins out of the Fusion Triangle Curling and Circle City Club taking on the Orlando Boo Sheet Club. Then heading over to Sheet B, we got Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa taking on Team Strickland out of Charleston. What We Booze in the Night and Witchful Thinking on Sheet C. That's a Palmetto Club versus Research Triangle matchup. And then on Sheet D, the Queen City Throwdown between Here for the Booze and the Curling Tribe. We got some good action here, and we're going to jump over. Oh, we got a whole lot of games and a whole bunch of interesting spots, folks. I don't even know where to pick to take you to. Also, as I try to find the link to this to put it on my personal social media so we can make sure that we have all you folks ready to find it. So, we're here watching my trusty assistant working the cameras, manning the switches, something Derelic. I honestly don't know his first name. I just know his last name. Huh? Click, clack, Derelic working the switchboard here, folks. We got ourselves a grand old time. We're being told that we have some Curling Tribe Van Ruyen audience members here. Good to hear that there are folks tuning in at home. Exciting to see it. And you love to see it, ladies and gentlemen, as we keep going here. We got some interesting action happening across the board. As we're going to take you over to Sheet B, as we have a ton of rocks in play on Sheet B between Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa and Strickland out of Charleston. Mooch Knuckle presently sitting 2, but it looks like Mooch Knuckle's looking to pile in here and contribute. Really boost it up, get it to 3. And we're going to take you over to Sheet D, actually, as we're on last stone on Sheet D. As we have Omar Van Ruyen stepping into the hack here, looking to really clear some things out, try to sit for 1. He's actually, folks, looks like he has an opportunity for a double. If you look in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, you see the top-down view. Red has 2 in. I don't think that third stone on the far right is presently scoring, which means I think we're really going to see Omar try to come down, take out 2 here. Oh, let's see. He's bringing some heat. That's got gas on it. They're on it. They're sweeping. They're on it vigorously. The hard call. The line looks good. They're off. It's coming in. 1. Sticks around, though. Omar didn't get the double, but he got the 1. Omar Van Ruyen down 2-1 on Sheet D to Here for the Booze. We're going to jump on over. Yeah, score 1 for Omar. We got a 2-1 game there on Sheet D. We're going to jump over to Sheet C, as we got a ton of rocks in play there. And it looks like we're getting down towards, we got last stone being delivered here by Witchful Thinking out of Triangle. Nice shot coming in. Sitting just inside. Is it going to sweep out? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's a tight one. I think they swept it out there. But we have one more rock to go on Sheet C there. We have What We Booze in the Night, Palmetto Curling Club, coming down looking to deliver a hammer. This could be a 2-point swing here. This could be a two-point swing here late, ladies and gentlemen, for what we booze in the night and skip Kenton Morrell. So we got a big shot here coming up for skip Kenton Morrell. Kenton Morrell stepping into the hat, getting ready to deliver. Looks like we're calling for a wide draw in here, folks. Looks like they're really trying to land it, pile in for two. Ideally, they're going to tap that yellow that's at the bottom of your screen there. That might be closer. It's tough to tell from this angle, folks. The folks on the ice have a better view than we do. Let's see here. Nice line on the outside. They're getting on it. They're sweeping it hard. They're trying to bury it deep, bringing it. The sweep is on. The sweep is on. The sweep is hard. Third sweeper joins. The vice is out there. Let's see. Can they get it there? They got to get it down to the 4 foot. It looks like it's going to be just short. It was a good shot. It was a good line. Just needed a little bit more weight. That's out there in that frost where they haven't been yet. That's going to be, I don't know what. It's going to be one for the red team. So one for, I don't remember. I think one red is what we booze in the night. Or what we booze in the shadows, sorry. So as we're going to take you over, Sheet B and A both have complex situations. We're going to go to B first, as B is on their last stone here. Mooch Knuckle looking here, sit on the outside looking in, but with a lot of stones in the mix of things. They're going to try to come down, ladies and gentlemen. You can see in the lower right corner of your screen, in the little zoom of the house, you can see that they have 2 reds and 2 yellows stacked right on top of each other in the lower right there. What they're going to try to do probably is they're going to try to come down, tap that top yellow just on the inside corner, and they're going to try to drive that back and open up some stuff so they can score a lot more. And it actually looks like they're going to try to use their top red as the hit rock. So they're going to throw their rock into another rock to run that rock into a third rock. Folks, this is a difficult shot. We call it a run back, okay? So we got a challenging run back here for Team Mooch Knuckle. Let's see what happens as Skip Brad Forrest delivers. Got the heat on it. It's got the weight, folks. One sweeper on it, sweeping vigorously. Can they hold it? Can they hold it? Gets around, hits one, hits two. That's going to be at least 3. That might be 4, ladies and gentlemen. That's at least a 3 spot for Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa. That might be a 4. Folks, that was a great shot out of the skip there. That is why they get to hold the broom at the other end and don't have to sweep. Great shot there. You love to see it. Fantastic, fantastic shot as we're going to head on over to Sheet A as we're wrapping up the second end there between Hobgoblins and Boo Sheet. As yellow has 2 red and yellow. So we got the Hobgoblins delivering their last rock. Skip Peter Strickland still has 1 though for or Skip Bill Morrison still has 1 for Boo Sheet. Let's see what Hoblin Goblins does here. Hoblin Goblins presently sitting 1 on the left side of your screen there underneath the vice. You can see Hoblin Goblins sitting 1. Coming down here on the left-hand side. Good shot, good line, trying to draw on in. Tuck it behind that guard that's sitting at the top of the blue circle. Let's see if they can get it there. Sweeping furiously. They're trying to hold the line, Taps it. That's going to score. That's getting into an interesting spot here. Strickland is going to be, or Morrison's in a challenging spot here for Orlando. As it is presently, it looks like it's sitting. Hoblin Goblin sitting 2. And we've got Boo Sheet trying to come down with the hammer. I don't know that they have a shot where they can take 2 on this one, folks, but they might be able to. They have a draw for 1, and they might have a hit for 2 if they can double that red, those 2 reds in the white. You can see the one at the top of your screen, and you can see the second one in the lower left. That's a difficult double. It is not impossible. It is doable. We're going to see, though, Bill Morrison, veteran skip, knows what he's doing, and I know it seems like who curls out of a city like Orlando? The Orlando Club. Large and with a passionate following. They are talented curlers down there in the Sunshine State, and Bill Morrison is as good as they come. He can hit this shot, ladies and gentlemen. And we have some peanut gallery here that wants to chime in on what we're doing and what we're saying. But, you know, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take what we can get. Bill Morrison still lining up this shot. It's a tricky shot, folks. I know it seems like you're sitting there thinking, but he has to take into consideration ice considerations as well as if there's any fall on the ice. On the outside sheets, which sheet A is, you do have a tendency for the rock to want to fall off to the outside. So that would be towards the left-hand side of your screen at a certain point, at about halfway out usually, between the center line and the far left, the blue board on your left side. The rock will want to fall out there and stay out there to the left-hand side of your screen. That adds an added dimension and challenge to that shot. Morrison in the hack right now. Looks like they're calling for a draw. I think he wants to come down and score this for one. Let's see, though. Good weight. Needs to start to move. Let's see. It's coming down. He needs to get it past that first guard, around that second guard. Here we go. Is it going to move enough? It isn't. Just didn't move enough. That's going to be at least one for the Hoblin Goblins, as that's going to put them up. We're back to our big sheet, the red zone of curling, ladies and gentlemen. All four sheets at once. It's not a quad box, but it's a quad. It's 5 rectangles, whatever the short for a rectangle is, I don't know. It's the Cinco rectangle. I think it has a flow, folks. It's going to catch on. The Cinco rectangle. So, taking you around. On sheet A, we've got the Hoblin Goblins out of the Fusion team out of Triangle. We're going to start with sheet D because we're still trying to figure out what the score is on sheet A. Sheet D, we got the Queen City Throwdown between Here for the Booze and the Curling Tribe. Here for the Booze up 2-1 with the hammer here Curling Tribe has the hammer, sorry. Curling Tribe has the hammer here in the third end. Jumping over to sheet C, we have Wishful Thinking from the Raleigh-Durham area up 4-1 on What We Booze in the Shadows out of the Palmetto Curling Club, 4-1. The Yellow Rocks there for Wishful Thinking. The gents are looking sharp in their witching outfits. It is truly the witching hour here at Charlotte Curling as we cross the 6 o'clock hour, heading into the third end. And as we head into the third end, folks, now's a great time to hear from one of our fantastic sponsors at Sonic Automotive. Because buying a car is one of the most exciting things you can do, which is why Sonic Automotive goes above and beyond to make your car buying experience as enjoyable as possible. Sonic Automotive believes that buying a car doesn't have to be painful. This is why, starting with their Charlotte stores, they have eliminated everything you hate about car buying and replaced it with an experience you'll love. At Sonic Automotive, you will have one dedicated experience guide that takes you through the whole shopping and buying process from beginning to end. Sonic Automotive is one of the largest automotive retailers in the United States, and more importantly, the #1 retailer striving to make their guests happy. You can save time shopping around and feeling confident that you're getting a great price. Contact Sonic Automotive for a pressure-free experience, whether you're looking to buy or sell at sonicautomotive.com. That's sonicautomotive.com, or give the team at Sonic Automotive a call at 704-566-2400. Folks, the wonderful folks at Sonic Automotive help make the Charlotte Curling Club a possibility. We are a non-profit 501c3. It is thanks to the support of our members and our community that we are able to bring you the great sport, the gentlemen, the gentlewomen's, the sportsmanship sport of curling here in the heart of the Queen City. Great day, and thank you to the folks at Sonic Automotive. We're in the third end of action here during the 5:30 draw of our Sweepy Hollow event. We got some good action happening, some tight matches all across third end. Think of an end like an inning, ladies and gentlemen. Much like baseball, you have a top, you have a bottom, you have a team throwing first, you have a team throwing second. Unlike baseball, it's going to alternate. If a team scores, they're no longer throwing second, they're throwing first now. So we got red rocks, we got yellow rocks. That doesn't change. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're excited to have you. My name's Adam Pelletier. Tim Daralak is my producer today, working the chat, working the scores, and working the camera angles. We're in the Cinco rectangle right now, bringing you the action from all five. As we get down towards some more exciting and crucial leverage rocks, we're going to jump in some more places. We're going to jump in on sheet B right now, where Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa and Team Strickland out of Charleston are in a tight matchup. Mooch Knuckle, the Tampa team, up 3-1. Team Strickland, though, battling here in the third end, really sitting one right now with that guard on the left side of the red circle at the top on the top right of your screen. You can see they're sitting one right now, and that rock is nice and guarded. You know, there's a lot of spots. There's not a lot of spots for them to get back to it, and that's going to be a tough shot there for Mooch Knuckle. The Tampa team has had some good rocks, but this might be tough as Strickland coming down here. Looks like, let's see what they're trying to do here. They might be trying to come down and draw in. I think they're looking to draw in here or hit that red rock at the top and open things up a little bit. That looks like it has some heat. They're coming for a hit. They're looking to hit and roll to the right side there, folks, trying to pile in some more rocks to score. Let's see if they can do it. Adam Friedman brought some gas. Oh, he missed a little wide to the right, though. Pushed it a little bit. Line was good. Weight was good. Just a little too much push on it. Folks, you actually don't want to push a curling rock as you're sliding out. You want to let your body weight just take you. It's all just about graceful momentum. Graceful momentum. We'll come back to sheet B. We're going to jump around. I'm going to give Tim the pick here on which sheet we're going to next. My producer, Tim Daralak, doing a great job working the switcher. We're going over to sheet C, where we have Wishful Thinking out of the Raleigh-Durham area taking on What We Booze in the Shadows out of the Palmetto Curling Club. Wishful Thinking is up 4-1 right now and delivering another rock here. We are on to the Vice Rocks now, ladies and gentlemen. Wishful Thinking looking to add to their lead right now. They're up 4-1. Nice rock down the left-hand side. Let's see if they can work it in. Nice little tap. Not going to tap it out, though. Not a little bit of help there for Wishful Thinking. Not a ton. As we're getting ready for skip rocks to throw here, as we get ready for the Palmetto Club to throw their skip rocks. But we're going to jump over to sheet D as we have Brady Gold skip for Here for the Booze stepping into the hack. Brady trying to take that yellow rock on the upper right-hand side of your screen out. He's got two rocks in the house. Let's see if he can take this one out here to be sitting three, bringing some heat, bringing some gas coming out the hack. Good slide, good release. Looking, one sweep. Are they going to bring two sweeps? They got two sweeps on it. They're trying to hold it, Line looks good. He gets it. Good shot by Brady Gould there. Sticks around. He's sitting three. That's going to put the pressure on Omar Van Ruyen and the curling tribe. Omar going to think about this one for a minute with the vice, Sylvia Jennings. They're trying to come up with a strong plan here to deliver a rock that'll really cut down here for the booze. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is Omar. Sarah Bush is just getting the rock ready for Omar. Thought she was stepping in to throw the skip rocks. I was confused for a second there, folks. Tough to follow 4 curling games at once. I know I have enough trouble following one at one time. I don't know how I'm managing to follow 4 at once. Oh, now the cat calls are coming out from the rest of the peanut galleries, folks, saying I'm not experienced enough to commentate. That's okay. We're just here to have a good time. Omar Van Ruyen stepping into the hack on sheet D. Let's see what he can do here. He's trying to throw a nice heavy takeout, clear some rocks out, and stick his around. Whole lot of action happening over there. We got a lot of rocks in play on sheet C, with a few rocks left. As soon as one of these gets down to a crucial shot, we'll jump over there. We're going to leave you with this nice big view right now. Omar with a shot on the right side. Needs to come back in a little bit. He's going to catch the outside of it. He got the outside of it. Good shot by Omar. Did he get both? Oh, he got the one. He almost got enough to get two. Just missed. Good shot by Omar. Good weight. Just a bit outside. Wishful thinking, throwing. Nice rock here down on sheet C, coming down. Couple rocks left on wishful thinking. Yeah, we can just fade in on sheet C and D there. Yeah, I like that view. Let's fade in on both of those at once. So we're going to look at sheet C and D. Brady Gould coming down, trying to pile more rocks in, scoring some points here, getting his team all set. Coming down the right side, looking to curl back to the left, drop it towards the center of the house and score a nice point there. Coming down, good rock. Sweeping. Can they get it around? Gonna tap. Get that one a little deeper. That's gonna be 3 for Brady Gould. And here, 4. Oh, I'm sorry, it was 4. I didn't see that one in the back left. 4 for Brady Gould and here for the Boos. As we're gonna jump over sheet B now. We're going to look at sheet B and C at once here. We got the side-by-side view going on. Sheet B got a few rocks left on both sheet B and C. Sheet C has 2 rocks left. We got some exciting curling action. Wishful thinking currently sitting 2 on sheet C. They're on the right side of your screen. On the left side of your screen, you have Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa and Strickland out of Palmetto. Mooch Knuckle sitting 2 on the left-hand side, as you can see there. You see the folks walking around in the left side there. Let's see what Mooch Knuckle is thinking here, trying to deliver and get some pick up some more points. We got some intense thinking going on sheet C as what we booze in the shadows in the Palmetto Curling Club, trying to come up with a big end here against wishful thinking out of the Triangle Curling Club. Looks like they could have a nice shot here. They're looking to line up there on the left-hand side, as you can see in the white circle right in front of the gentleman standing calling the shots. You can see there are 2 yellow rocks right near each other. That could be a chance for a double. As we're going to jump back over to sheet B, looking to deliver there. That's Mooch Knuckle looking to pile in a 3rd rock, keep ramping up their points, put the pressure on Team Strickland, really make them try to do something here with their last rock. Coming down, is he going to clear? He cleared the guard, he gets the tap. Nice shot by Mooch Knuckle. Oh, and there's the sweep by Strickland. Does he get it out the back? No, not enough sweep to get it out the back there for Strickland. Mooch Knuckle sitting at least 2, might be 3. As we got some intense action here as we're looking back at sheet C. We've got what we booze in the shadows, the Palmetto Curling Club, looking to come down here. Looks like they're trying for that double of those 2 rocks sitting right on the red circle, the 4-foot as we call it. Good slide by the skip, Kenton Morrell with the shot. Brought a little bit of heat, not a ton. He's looking to keep that shot. He's looking to keep that shot rock sticking around. Let's see if he can do it. Coming down, gets around the guard. Oh, he ticked the guard. Folks, that was a tough shot to make. He had to keep it just enough there. He couldn't let it come. It got a little too far to the right for him, just got away from him a little bit. So we've got last rocks coming up on sheet C and sheet D. So we're going to keep the side-by-side here, folks. We got some exciting action happening here. Sheet B, Mooch Knuckle. Looks like they're sitting at least 2. That might be 3 there. Mooch Knuckle sitting 2, and Wishful Thinking is sitting 2 on sheet C. Wishful Thinking here delivering their final stone, trying to come down for 3. Looks like they have a lane to come down, and if they can't draw around, they're going to tap that yellow rock on the right side of the screen down in for 3. Coming down the right-hand side. Looks like it clipped the guards, didn't quite make it. I think that's going to be 2 for Wishful Thinking. Strickland coming down here, trying to knock some of these rocks out for Mooch Knuckle. Needs to cut him down here. Oh no, he's not knocking out. He's going for a draw. Wide sweeping draw into the button. Coming in, just needs to sit in the white. That line's gotten a little quick. Folks, as we talked about earlier, as you play down a line or a side of the ice more, it's going to start to speed up. They've been down that right side of the ice a lot, and that is speeding up a lot. Mooch Knuckle scores 2 there, as we're going to take you to Sheet A, where we are wrapping up the third end between the Hoblin Goblins out of Raleigh-Durham and Boo Sheet out of Orlando. It looks like we've got the Hoblin Goblins sitting 1, and Boo Sheet with the hammer trying to come down here and score 1. Oh, no, we got 3 rocks left. We're going to take you through the final 3 rocks on Sheet A. Bill Morrison delivers a shot here coming down the right side. I think he's trying for a draw here. Coming down the right side. He just needs to grab some of that white circle, and he's going to be inside of it. Oh, nice shot. He went straight for the button draw. Good shot by Bill Morrison. He's sitting 1 right now. We're looking at another rock here from Hoblin Goblins. Hoblin Goblins have another one, and the Boo Sheet has another one as well. So we're looking at them coming back down here. Final 2 rocks. Hoblin Goblin is going to be looking to try to clear Bill Morrison's rock off the white spot there at the center. We call that the button, folks, trying to clear it off the button at the center circle. Let's see if they can make it happen. They've talked about it. They've set the shot. They're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Not much. They didn't need much time. They're coming down. They're bringing some gas, trying to take that rock out. Skip Kim Hicks steps into the hack. Getting all set. Getting set. Comes out with plenty of heat. That's a takeout, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing the gas, trying to clear Bill Morrison's rock off the center. He's going to try to hit the right side of that stone, so that way he doesn't run it back into his. Let's see if he can do it. That's coming heavy, heavy, heavy. Clips it and sticks around. That's going to make it a challenging shot here for Bill Morrison, as the Hoblin Goblins are now sitting 2 in over on Sheet A. Hoblin Goblins are already up 3-0. They're trying to extend their lead here, and they're sitting 2. Bill Morrison talking it over with the team. He has a chance to get the double here. If he can take that one that's in the white and the one that's more towards the center in the blue circle, he can sit his team with 2, maybe 3, depending on where that one at the back right is. This is a challenging shot, folks, because he has to come down with enough weight to clear out the first rock, but also not so much that he's going to spin his shooter into the yellow rock on the right-hand side. So he needs to bring some weight, but he doesn't need to bring a ton of weight because he also needs it to move. As you can see, that broom's on the far right of your screen. Going to try to bring it from right to left across your screen. Try to bring it in with a nice sweeping curl, what we might call a heavy draw. Trying to come down and clip it, looking for the double. Morrison. Nice delivery, nice slide. The sweepers are off it. Let's see, are they going to call him? Oh, they call him on. The sweepers are on it. They're trying to keep it going. They're trying to move it. They're sweeping, they're on it hard. It's moving, it's moving. Oh, he called a draw here, folks. I apologize. He called a draw here, trying to draw down, get just a point, get out of this end. They're sweeping. The whole team's on it. They need to grab that red. They're going to be a little short. Good team effort, though. You love to see the hustle, folks, when everybody gets involved. That's going to be 1 for the Hoblin Goblins. We're going to wait and see what they hang up. It looked like 1. My producer thinks it was 1 for Boo Sheet. He thinks Bill Morrison made that shot. I don't know that he got inside of the Hoblin Goblins rock. We'll see here, though. As they get ready, they hang up the third for the Hoblin Goblins. Bill Morrison just almost had it. The sweep was there, just a little short, and that's okay. As we're back to the Cinco Rectangle, folks, taking you here, we got lots of action going on. We are in the 4th end of all of our matchups. Sheet A, the Hoblin Goblins, the Fusion team out of the triangle, and Circle City, which is Fishers, Indiana, up 4-0 on Boo Sheet out of the Orlando Curling Club. Mooch Knuckle out of the Tampa Curling Club up 5-1 on Team Strickland out of the Charleston Club. On Sheet C, we have What We Booze in the Shadow trying to battle back from a 6-1 deficit against Wishful Thinking. And on Sheet D, we have Here for the Booze up 6-1 on the Curling Tribe in the Queen City Showdown grudge match. Folks, some great curling happening here. It's a great atmosphere. We're up here in the warm room. Everybody from earlier draws is having fun. We got some folks tuning in from all around the globe. Glad y'all are here with us. There are 23 viewers in the stream now. If you're watching right now, tell your friends to get in on the best curling action they can watch on this Friday night. It's a Friday night. What else are you going to do with your time, folks? Wishful Thinking in Sheet C, second from the right there on your screen. You can see that they've kind of sat one down there. They're sitting 3. That's a nice start for them. We got a whole lot of action happening here. We're going to take you around here. We're going to jump to Sheet 3 as Wishful Thinking sit in 3 with a whole bunch of guards. That is a nice lineup there for Wishful Thinking, and they are putting the pressure on the team from Palmetto. Palmetto here looking to deliver a rock that can get them back into it, as this looks like it is the 4th rock for Palmetto, which I believe means is going to be thrown by Linda Marshall. Linda with a nice rock there down the outside, trying to clip that outside rock. Can she get across the face and get 2, though? That's going to be the question. Need it to come back. That's tough, folks. That outside is really hard to read. In this case, what she was trying to do, she threw it a little harder than she thought, because she was hoping and she was thinking that they haven't been out there. The frost is going to catch it and bring it back to the middle. We got a lot of reactions. I don't know if y'all can hear that from the peanut gallery here. So we're going to jump over to Sheet D, where this rock in the upper left-hand corner that you saw, there was a furious sweep by the Curling Tribe, trying to bring it on down to score it. Brady Gold here, the skip for Here for the Booze, bringing the heat, trying to come down on a takeout for that rock on the right side of your screen. The line looks good from my angle. Sheet D is immediately in front of us. One sweeper trying to push it over a little bit. Can they get it there? They get the one, and they avoid their rock at the back. The peanut gallery, the audience up here is very clearly for team the Curling Tribe, folks. So if you hear any cat calls or frustrations, that's from the audience up here. I am your unbiased commentator. I am very much, the only thing you're going to hear from me is curling is awesome. Omar here looking to call a shot. He's got his first of his skip rocks looking to come down. He's looking to set one in that upper left corner, make it hard for Brady to get down to it and knock it out. He's got a nice setup there. Let's see if he can deliver. He's got 2 rocks left. Brady has 1. Omar has that hammer rock that could really set him up here to do something special in the late games. The question is, can he do it? He's down 6-1, which seems like a lot, but just remember, you could score up to 8 points in one end of curling, so he is one good end away from being right back in it, and this Curling Tribe team has the experience and the capabilities to make it happen and get right back in it. Now, an 8-ender, as they call it, which is all 8 points, those are incredibly rare, ladies and gentlemen. Omar doesn't need an 8-ender. If Omar can come out of this end with 2, he's going to be in a very good position, very strong position, heading back down the ice in the 5th end, as everyone laughed as I told you could score 8 ends in an end of 8 points in an end of curling. Omar is a stick curler. Curler is one of the more adaptive sports out there. Anyone of any ability, any physical ability can do it. There are multiple variations. Omar is using a stick and a stick curler. That's a tool that allows someone to walk down the ice and not have to get down in that sprinter's stance out of the hack. That can be very challenging for some folks. This is a great way to keep, curling is really a sport for all ages. We also have a very prolific and expansive wheelchair curling crew here in Charlotte, including some folks who have competed for the Paralympic teams. Curling is someone for everyone. If you're in Charlotte and you're watching right now, folks, check us out on Facebook, check us out on Twitter, give us a call, give us an email, get in touch with us. Come try curling, folks. Check out your local club. Come join us for curling. I'm sure there's people from all over the world watching right now, as this is, again, the most exciting curling action you can find on selective YouTube right now. So we're looking at sheet C and D right now. Is Wishful Thinking has a whole line of rocks, and you're thinking they're in good shape at the top there. But we got to remember, What We Booze in the Shadows is closest to the center, and they're looking like they're going to try to bring a second one down. 3 sweepers on it. Can they get it there? They're sweeping, they're working it, they're melting that ice. Didn't quite bring it, but they're sitting nice there. They've got one down and in there, sitting one for What We Booze in the Shadows. Wishful Thinking with a nice line of rocks, but no points at the top of the house, as Wishful Thinking is getting ready to deliver what looks to be their 7th stone. So 2 stones left for each side here on sheet C. As we look at sheet D on the right-hand side of your screen, on the split screen, we see the curling tribe and Omar Van Rooyen getting ready to throw his hammer rock. He's going to try to come down there. He does have a double. It's a very shallow double, wouldn't you say, Tim? On the right side there, he has to just catch the inside of that just catch the side of that center stone and run it into the stone on the right. It is possible. Tim thinks he's going to draw with hammer because he's just going to try to sit one, and I think that is the call. But, you know, the double was there for a second, and we like to think about the double. And a double, folks, curling terminology time. Curling terminology with Adam. A double is when you take out 2 rocks with 1 stone. Always a good shot. If you had a triple, it would be 3 rocks cleared out of play with 1 stone. Omar bringing a nice draw down the right-hand side. Might be, let's see. Can he catch it? Is it going to catch? Catches 1. Omar sits for 1. That's going to be 6-2 for the booze. But the curling tribe looking like they can do something here. As we're going to jump over to sheet D, as they're in the last couple rocks over there. As What We Booze in the Shadows is looking to come down here and score some, really pile in here, try to start their comeback here. They're down 6-1 as well. But they have the scoring rock, they have hammer, they have a really good shot here, ladies and gentlemen, to come down. Actually, does Wishful Thinking has hammer, I think. Yeah. Wishful Thinking actually has hammer. Oh, no, I was right. It is. What We Booze in the Shadows out of Palmetto has the hammer. So this is their 2nd skip rock coming down. Let's see what they can do. This is their first of 2 skip rocks. This is skip Kenton Morrill with a delivery down the right-hand side. He's trying to draw behind. You see that mass of rocks there at the top of the house. That's intimidating. But for a curler, that's just a normal walk in the park. They're trying to bend it like Beckham around the outside there. Good sweep. They get it around the guards. It's going to tuck around. They need it. Oh, it ticked. Oh, they ticked. Oh. They got 2 more rocks there on sheet C. We got one more rock for yellow and 1 more rock for red on sheet C. That's on the right-hand side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a good matchup here. And then Mooch Knuckle and Strickland also getting down towards it. They're in skip stones as well. They're in their final 3 rocks. And sheet A is a little further behind in the 4th end. But that's okay, folks. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. We got a lot of fun happening. There's good energy here. People coming in and out. Who doesn't love some curling action? Your Friday night curling action. Curling night in Charlotte. Wishful Thinking coming down the right-hand side here, trying to draw in. Little bit of weight here. They need to get it around those guards. There are a lot of guards to get around there, folks. They got 2 high guards and another low guard. They need to sweep it. They're on it. They're hard on it. They're trying to keep it. You can't hear the yelling through the plate glass, but no! As you hear the audience, that's a field goal, folks, right between the 2. Good shot, just didn't catch enough ice to move over. It's tough there, folks. Sweeping does 2 things with a curling rock. It keeps it straight and it helps it go longer. So what happened was that they were sweeping it to try to keep it straight and get it around those high guards that you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, but they couldn't get it around. So we got What We Booze in the Shadows here throwing their last rock coming down here. This is their chance. They're going to try to pile in for 2 here. What they need to do, they need to draw around that mass of rocks at the top of your screen. That's a challenge there, folks, as those high guards and the combination of the high and low rocks make it very difficult, as the curling rock doesn't make a sharp turn. It wants to make a slow and lazy, not lazy, but gradual turn around the rocks. So they're trying to work from right to left here on your screen. Coming down, the line looks good. It's a wait call. We're all waiting with bated breath. The line is good. Is the weight good? The skip is on it to sweep, and he gets it through. That's going to be 1 for What We Booze in the Shadow. That was a tough shot to make, folks. Like we said earlier, you come down that same line time after time after time, people sweeping it, sweeping it, sweeping it. They're melting the ice. They're helping the rock go further. They're helping the rock stay straighter, and the line is just going to carry, carry, carry. As we're looking sheet A and sheet B and sheet D. We're looking for sheet A and sheet B. Sheet A and sheet B. Sheet A in the Hoblin Goblins, the Fusion Club, Triangle Curling in Circle City, taking on Boo Sheet out of Orlando. Hoblin Goblins are up 4-0, but Boo Sheet has some rocks in play, and that's an interesting situation. Sheet B, though, Mooch Knuckle, is up 5-1 right now, and they've got another 3 rocks in the house. Trying to pile in is Strickland, looking here with Hammer to come down for a point. There's no way they can clear them all out, so Strickland is going to try to draw down for 1 at this point, folks. Strickland's in the hack, the approach, as you will. Folks, you may notice I'm not quiet like a golf commentator. We have some nice thick glass here at the club that blocks the sound out from the ice and lets everybody be a little louder. You know, we do have a mic down on the ice, but the threshold is set kind of high, and it would be confusing. Strickland with a nice delivery, as you can see him sliding down towards you on the left-hand side of your screen. It's a good rock. The line looks nice. He needs to get it around all the rocks, and he needs to touch the red. If he touches the red, he's good. The sweepers are on it. He kisses off it, but can they get it inside of it? Yes, they do. That's 1 for Strickland. Strickland scores a point here, 5-2. He's down, but that breathes new life into the club from Charleston. So as we head over to sheet A, folks, we've got the last one moving through. That doesn't mean anything other than they've had some complex situations. It's a tight match here. Hoblin Goblins 4, Boo Sheet 0. Hoblin Goblins are currently sitting 2 with 2 right on the red, but Bill Morrison with a wind up and a lift. He's bringing the gas, folks. He's going to try to clear both these out. The line looks nice. The sweepers are on it. They're working it. They're melting the ice. They're sweeping. Can they keep it there? They're sweeping on Heaven's Door. They get the 1. They don't get the 2. Big weight from Morrison as we're going to go back to the Cinco rectangle, as we've termed it. It's not a quad box. It's a Cinco rectangle, patent pending. We'll see if they lock it down yet. So, taking you from left to right on your screen, sheet A in the 4th end, folks. Hoblin Goblins 4, Boo Sheet 0. They got 2 rocks left. They got a rock left each. Sheet B, Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa 5, Strickland out of Palmetto 2. Then sheet C, What We Booze in the Shadows out of the Palmetto Curling Club. They're trailing Wishful Thinking out of the Triangle, the Raleigh-Durham area, 6-2. And then in the Queen City Showdown on sheet D, the far right of your screen, we have the Here for the Booze at 6 and the Curling Tribe at 2. Folks, we got some great action here with some great clubs from across the Southeast and some folks from Fishers, Indiana, who decided to make the trip down to join us this evening. They're linked up there. We're going back over to sheet A because we have 2 rocks left and a ton of action still to happen. Hoblin Goblins have a 4-point lead. They're sitting 1, but folks, it is still anybody's game here, as sitting 2nd and 3rd is Bill Morrison and Boo Sheet out of the Orlando Curling Club. Hoblin Goblins bringing one down. Left-hand side. Looks like a heavy draw. Oh, it's checking up. That's a draw, folks. They're trying to pile in. Sit two right there. They're bringing it. They're sweeping it. They want to bring it all the way down to that center rock, and they do. Nice little tap. This is going to be a tough shot here on the hammer for the boys from the crew from Orlando, the Sunshine State. They got a tough shot here. They have a double. It's not the easiest double, and if they hit this double, they're conceding their rock at the back. But if they hit the double, they're going to be sitting at least one, potentially two, if they can hang that around. As we're going to jump back over from the Cinco rectangle just to sheet A, because we have some intense curling action happening here on sheet A. Bill Morrison could really swing this game on a dime here if he can hit this double. If he hits this double, folks, and he hits it right, he needs to catch the inside of that top red one, the red one that's closest, that's touching the black circle. If he catches just the inside of it, just glances it, and then comes back into the one at the back of the red, he's going to spin both of them out of there, and he's going to be sitting at least two if he hits it right. If he nails it perfect, he could be three and be only down one heading into the fifth end, which would be a huge turn of events in the sheet A matchup. Morrison's in the hack now. He's getting ready. This is for a lot of momentum here, folks. Lots of momentum getting ready to swing here on sheet A. Morrison's in the hack considering getting ready. With the windup, big windup for Bill Morrison. Picks the rock up the ice and everything. Big heat, bringing the gas. He is throwing the takeout. That's got it. He needs to hit it just perfect, folks. He needs the glancing blow. Oh, he went for that one. Oh, just a little outside. That's going to be two for red. Folks, we were wrong on what Bill Morrison was doing. He was actually trying to run the yellow into the red, and get both. Good attempt there. We're back to the single rectangle. So, we're back to the Cinco rectangle, folks, taking you from left to right on your screen. The Hoblin Goblins just scored 2, and they're going to be up 8 now. 8-0 on Boo Sheet out of Orlando. On Sheet B, we've got Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa leading 5-2 over Strickland out of Team Strickland from Charleston Curling Club. On Sheet C, what we booze in the shadows out of Palmetto Curling Club is down 6-2 to Witchful Thinking. The witching hour has traveled down the interstate from Raleigh-Durham area to Charlotte. Witchful Thinking out of the Triangle Club up 6-2. And on Sheet D, we have a Queen City showdown between Here for the Booze and Brady Gold, his squad, against Omar Van Ruyen and the Curling Tribe. Brady's up 6-2 on Sheet D. We got some good action here, folks. We're in the fifth end, getting ready here. We're about to hit the pivot. A couple of the rinks here are getting ready to go from the 5th to the 6th on that pivot. Sheet A is just starting the 5th end. As you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, we just had a nice little tap for Here for the Booze, trying to clear some stuff out, as the Curling Tribe has a bunch in the house right now, and they are getting ready to really try to pile in here. As we're going to take you to Sheet D, the Queen City Throwdown happening here, the rivalry matchup between Van Ruyen and Gold, as Van Ruyen's going to get ready to throw the first of his skip stones. We got 4 rocks left here on Sheet D. This is going to be an exciting conclusion over here on Sheet D to the 5th end, as we got a 6-2 game. We got plenty of rocks in play for yellow. Yellow's presently sitting 1, but that 1 for red is very much uncovered, as Here for the Booze has their closest rock very uncovered, no guards on top of it, whereas Van Ruyen has the first and third rocks, and all of them are covered up by his rocks. He got his rocks there on the left-hand side of the screen. You can see he's got 1, he's got 2, he's got 3. They're covering each other up. Nice protection for all of them. That's going to be tough to get to for Gold and his squad here as they are taking their time. Omar and Skip Omar Van Rooyen and Vice Sylvia Jenkins really talking through this one. Jennings, I'm sorry. Sylvia Jennings, my apologies. Really working through this one. Omar coming back down the ice. There's got to be a lot of pressure in his head right now as he's getting ready to try to throw another rock here to cut down this 6-2 lead. Again, folks, you can score multiple points in a curling end. Omar has 3 rocks in. He has the first and third rock. He could score 3 or 4. He could score 2 or 3 here and be right back in this game in a big way. They're talking about it down here a little bit on sheet D as we're going to take you back to the Cinco rectangle, getting ready here. We got a whole bunch of action happening all across the board. As we're going to jump in on sheet 3, work our way across here. Wishful Thinking sitting 1 on sheet 3. That's going to make it very interesting there as Wishful Thinking is up 6-2, and they've got 3 stones left for Wishful Thinking. Lots of stones still to play happen there as we jump over to sheet B between Mooch Knuckle and Strickland. Another, multiple rocks still left to play. And Strickland sitting 2 right now, looking like they're going to start to do some work and cut into Strickland's lead as we're going to jump, or Mooch Knuckle's lead. We're going to jump back over to see his Wishful Thinking coming down the right-hand side here, looking to pile in, score some more points, and really start to work back into the game. And jumping over to sheet A, where we have the Hoblin Goblins and Boo Sheet. Hoblin Goblins sitting 2 in the house right now, off to the races, looking to add to their lead. As on sheet D, we just had a great shot from Omar. Omar piling in now, has 2 in the house has 2 scoring right now. He's currently sitting 2. His second one is uncovered, though, folks. That could be a challenge for him to protect that. It's Brady Gould. Seems like a wide open shot, but it's not the easiest of shots. And the challenge for him is going to be, can he hit the yellow shot there at the back of the red without taking his own out? It looks like he's going to try to draw down and just cut that down a bit. He has a 4-point lead to work with here. So if he draws down, he really puts Omar in a bind if he can tuck it inside and get on top of that yellow one at the back of the house. So he's trying to come down and sit right on that white circle, because if he can sit it in there, it's going to be really hard for Omar to clear it out. So Gold is in the hack now, taking his consideration, getting ready, getting amped, getting excited. With a delivery coming down the right side, looking to work it from right side of your screen to the left side of your screen. It's a good shot from Gold, a veteran curler. Working down the right-hand side here. He needs to get it to the inside of that guard. They're trying to push it with the sweep. It looks like they do. It might be. Is it going to get over there? It's a little heavy. Not that heavy. That was perfect, folks. That was a great shot by Gould as he is now sitting 1, and that puts the ball and the pressure right back on Van Rooyen. Van Rooyen coming with his last rock here. Van Rooyen's goal right here is to either force Gould to not score or force him to 1 so he can carry the hammer into the next end. And the way his squad has been playing, that could be trouble for Gould if he concedes the hammer here without scoring 2. Because Van Rooyen's team is really starting to come into their own, and they could hang a big end on them coming back down in the 6th. You can see there on the left-hand side of your screen, Wishful Thinking delivering another rock coming on down. There's a couple rocks left there, 2 rocks left after this one on sheet C, and we got a bunch left on sheet B and sheet A. We're going to finish out sheet D here, folks, and then we're going to take you around. Check in on all of them as Omar's in the hack, getting ready with the stick, looking to deliver a nice draw in. He's just going to try to sit right on top of Gould's rock there with a nice draw in, nice little finesse shot. If he can sit it right on top there, that's going to be a tough shot for Gould to hit to score any points, which means Omar stealing 1 here in the 5th. puts the pressure on Gould coming back down in the 6th. Van Rooyen, oh, he got over to the inside of that. Can he clear it out? He gets a tap. He clears it. It's down to 1 for Gould, which is a big development for Van Rooyen. Omar with a good shot here puts the pressure on Gould, because that one, the one that's scoring right now on the left side of your screen, folks, is very difficult for Brady to get to. It looks like he's talking about, is he going to try to get over to it, or is he going to try to come down and sit? He's talking through his options. He's got a draw down on the right side there, and I think that's what he's going to go for. He's going to go and try to make this a 7-2 game heading into the 6th end, trying to keep the pressure up and put Omar in a position where he has to score a lot of points in not a lot of time. So, folks, this is what we'd call a sit, is what Brady's coming out for. He's going to try to deliver a rock that's going to sit right on top of his rock in the red, and that's a sit. So he's going to try to sit it right there, right on top of that, because he has the backing. He needs to touch white, though, and he needs to get a good chunk of that inner white circle to keep the point and keep the pressure on Omar heading into the next end. Good rock. Line looks good. The sweepers are on it. They're bringing it. They're trying to bring it with weight. They're trying to hold it. They're trying to push it now. It's got a lot of weight. That might be a little bit too much weight. Oh, no. He stuck it, folks. 1 red. Looks like Omar in trouble here. Down 7-2. We're going to take you to sheet C right now, where we've got Palmetto and the Raleigh-Durham Club going head-to-head. Nice action here happening there, as Wishful Thinking out of the Raleigh-Durham area is up 6-2, and they just scored. I'm sorry, folks. We missed that, clearing it. We're looking at sheet C and B right now, as sheet C is coming back in the 6th end. Sheet B is heading down. Yep, we're on sheet A and B now, heading down the ice for the 5th end. Hoblin Goblin is up 8-0 on Boo Sheet, and Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa is up 5-2 on Team Strickland. As Boo Sheet working on the left side there, trying to cut down this lead. No rocks, or 1 yellow, so Boo Sheet scoring 1 right now, trying to add to their lead. On the right side, Strickland sitting 0. Mooch Knuckle has 1 close. It's tough to see there, but it's right on the red circle there in the back center. So Mooch Knuckle sitting 1 as Team Strickland coming down with their last rock, trying to clear it out and put themselves in position to score multiple here heading into the last end. And Strickland missed that one. Mooch Knuckle sitting 1. Mooch Knuckle with a chance to score 2 now. They're going to be bringing it. Just looking for a nice little draw in. They just need to make sure they sit right in the red. We'll see if they can make it happen. It'll be interesting to see. That's going to be a tough shot to hit, but it is doable, and it'll definitely set them up for success moving forward. Strickland out of Charleston has a chance here, or Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa right now has a chance to stretch this lead to 7-2. As Mooch Knuckle skip, Brad Forrest getting into the hack here, getting set to deliver his stone, going the other way here in the 5th end. Good slide by Forrest. Center line. Let's see here. Needs it to move, needs to stick in the red. If he touches red, it's good, folks. So the sweeper's about to come in on your lower right-hand side. The sweepers are trying to hold it straight. It looks like it might be just a little wide, as Mooch Knuckle's going to score 1 here, 6-2. coming back in the sixth end. And sheet A is the only end now in the fifth. Everyone else is in the sixth, heading back down. So sheet A, we got the Hoblin Goblins, the Fusion, Raleigh-Durham, and Fisher, Indiana, taking on Boo Sheet out of Orlando. As Boo Sheet sitting one right now with, it looks like 3 rocks still to play over there on sheet A. So we've got 3 rocks still to play on sheet A, and they're getting ready. Here, Boo Sheet trying to pile in here and cut it down, keep themselves in the competition, trying to cut into this 8-0 lead. They've got 3 rocks left from the looks of things, or 3 total rocks left, 2 rocks left for the skip on sheet A. Bill Morrison, let's see if he can come down here, stick this around. He's going to try to come down, draw, and split the house a little bit. He's got 1 on the left side of the red circle. He's going to try to come down on the right side of the red circle, make it 2. So we're going to see. We got some trivia here for you, a little Canadian trivia for those of y'all not paying attention to the chat. What country took control over Quebec after winning the Battle of the Plains? Ladies and gentlemen, your trivia here. We're an educational organization, and we're fulfilling our 501c3 mission here, educating you not just about curling, but also Canadian cultures. Morrison delivers a shot down the left side, hugging the wheelchair line there. Folks, there's a center line, and then there's lines on either side of the center line. Those are the wheelchair line. Morrison bringing it. The weight looks nice. The line looks good. The sweep is on, trying to sweep it out the back. It's gone out the back. Just a little heavy there from Morrison. Nice line, nice shot, just a little too much weight, and that's okay. Again, these lines have sped up as we've progressively worked through the night. There's some vigorous sweeping going on out there. But don't ask them to bring their brooms over to your house. These brooms won't do much to clean your floors. They're meant to melt ice. So we've got the Hoblin Goblins coming with their last rock of the fifth end, looking to add to their 8-0 lead as Boo Sheet and Orlando sit in 1 right now. Let's see what they can do here on sheet A. Let's see what the Hoblin Goblins can do. It's going to be interesting to see if they can come down here and put Boo Sheet in a tough situation. They're up 8-0, but again, multiple points can be scored in an end. Boo Sheet is sitting 1 right now, and if Hoblin Goblin doesn't either take out the shot rock on the left side of the red circle, or stick around closer and make this a tough shot for Bill Morrison, Bill Morrison has a nice chance to score 2 in this end and put his team start the comeback for the Orlando Curling Club. So working our way around the sheets, we've got presently no scoring rocks on sheet B or C. Sheet D, though, has 2 in play for We're Here for the Booze. We're Here for the Booze, sitting 2 right now against the Curling Tribe in the 6th end. So there's the shot from Hoblin Goblins, working down the right side, trying to work it in. They throw a guard. Folks, this could be interesting. Bill Morrison has a lot of room to work here, and all he needs to do, touch red and really just get inside of those 2 red stones, and he is now at a 8-2 game. We're going to fade to the Cinco rectangle here until Morrison delivers his shot. The Cinco rectangle, folks, again, working from left to right, patent pending on the Cinco rectangle. We've got the Hoblin Goblins up 8-0 over Boo Sheet in wrapping up the 5th end. In the 6th end on sheet B, we've got Mooch Knuckle, the Tampa Club, up 6-2 on Strickland out of the Charleston Curling Club. On sheet C, we've got What We Booze in the Shadows out of the Palmetto Curling Club, up down 6-2 to Wishful Thinking out of the Raleigh-Durham Triangle Curling Club. And on sheet D in the Queen City Showdown, we've got an epic matchup between Here for the Booze and the Curling Tribe 7-2 for Here for the Booze. Skip Brady Gould up 7-2 with 2 rocks scoring right now as he's bringing another rock down, trying to score another one with his 5th. The 5th stone for Here for the Booze coming down the ice. Can it stick around? Good shot. Good sweep by the Skip Brady Gould. As we're going to head back to sheet A as Bill Morrison gets ready to deliver his last rock. He's coming down the right-hand side, fading in on sheet A. Morrison trying to draw down for 2 to cut this lead to 8-2 and get Team Boo Sheet back into it. The weight, this is going to come down to a skip sweep. Maybe not. It's a little heavy for Morrison. Yellow sitting 1 for Boo Sheet over on sheet A as we're back to the Cinco Rectangle. Cinco Rectangle, patent pending. Also, if anyone can come up with a better name, we're not going to complain here at the Charlotte Curling Club. We're all about the community here. We want all of y'all to get involved. Come on down. Join us for a Learn to Curl, folks. It's a grand old time. Join the Charlotte Curling Club. Check us out at charlottecurling.org. I think we're either a .org or a .com, folks. I'm not 100% sure. So, folks, we're Adam might ship you your price if Adam wins the lottery. That's going to be tough there. As, again, folks, the Charlotte Curling Club, anyone who watches the sport of curling, even just one time, immediately wants to try it out. You're going to be watching the Olympics and you're going to say, I could do that. Well, did you know that you can curl right here in Charlotte, North Carolina? The Charlotte Curling Association has been dedicated to growing the sport of curling in Charlotte and the South since 2010. They have a 4-sheet dedicated curling facility, this beautiful facility that you're viewing right now that hosts many opportunities for education, leagues, and special events. Charlotte Curling Association has junior, adult, and senior members ranging from 0 to 50 plus years of curling experience. They also boast a growing number of curlers with special needs, including wheelchair and blind curling. Whether you're looking to sharpen your skills on the ice or just want to meet a new group of great people, look no further than Charlotte Curling. Find out more information and on upcoming events at charlottecurling.com. That's Charlotte Curling, CURLING.com. Good curling. There is. Yeah. So, folks, and in addition, if you're enjoying this, I recommend booting up another device. We've just received word there is some epic doubles curling action going right now between Charlotte's favorite double curlers, Corey, and I always forget his partner's name, but they're watching. But they're curling right now on one of the NBC sports networks, so you could have doubles curling, doubles world championship level curling on one screen, and Club Bonspiel Sweepy Hollow curling on the other. What more could you ask for in your Friday night? Not much. Isn't that right, sir?
I could do with another beer.
There we go. This gentleman could use another beer. He's going to make a trip to the bar here in a second. Folks, if you're interested in joining Charlotte Curling, one thing to do consider. We do have some on-site beverage services. No on-site food, but that's why we have DoorDash, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're looking at some intense action here across the board. Whoop. We are going back out to the Cinco Rectangle as we take a look at everything that we have going on across the board. Lots of action happening here on all 4 sheets. We've got a lot of rocks in play on sheet C. As we're going to jump back to sheet C here, because what we booze in the shadows is threatening here to score a big end as they are presently sitting 2 against the Witches from Raleigh-Durham. Lots of rocks still here to go as there are... This is the last rock for Witchful Thinking. Witchful Thinking needs to do something here. They've got 2 rocks scoring against them right now, which could really cut down and cut into their 8-2 lead. They're going to try to throw something here, come down with some weight, and knock some things around here. That's some heat coming down. Left-hand side there, your screen, you can see how fast and how billowy that cape was on that witch as he slid out. Good shot, gonna get across, gonna catch it. Is it gonna get all of them? Got one. Got one rock out. This is gonna set up what we booze in the shadows here with a chance to score 2 and continue to stick around and be a thorn in wishful thinking's side. They just need to put this rock anywhere inside the blue circle, and that is going to make it an 8-4 game. What we booze in the shadows here, folks. Wishful thinking had them on the ropes here. The witches had their brooms out and were looking to sweep them right off the ice. But what we booze in the shadow, and that scrappy Palmetto Charlotte and that scrappy Palmetto Curling Club is getting ready to stick around. And that's the rock right there from what we booze in the shadows. Trying to come down, just trying to score another one here and cut this to an 8-4 game with 2 ends remaining. Good shot. Just needs to stick around. And that's going to be good. That's going to be 2 for what we booze in the shadows. Oh, no, there's a sweep from Wishful Thinking. Can't get it out. Didn't sweep hard enough. We got excited for a second there, folks. That's going to be 2 for what we booze in the shadows. As we're going to jump over to Sheet B, because Sheet B looks like it's heating up a bit. Getting down towards the end of it. Sheet B with 3 rocks left. Getting intense here. Mooch Knuckle sitting 4 rocks right now. But Team Strickland out of Charleston has a chance to get back in it, jump in it. They need to clear some of these out and stick a shot rock around. They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination with 2 rocks left in this end, folks. Get excited, strap in, sit down. If you need a beverage, go grab one right now, folks. And you should also turn on the Olympic channel and enjoy some doubles curling. Get your tablet going with the doubles curling, get the TV going with the Charlotte Curling Sweepy Hollow feed, and settle in, because you have yourself one heck of a Friday night. As we're looking at Sheet B with Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa and Team Strickland out of Charleston, we got ourselves an exciting conclusion here. There's 2 rocks left, 1 per side, or 3 rocks left, 1, 2, and 1. This could be interesting what we do here. So we're going to take us back to the Cinco rectangle, folks. Taking a look at everything going on across all 5. On the left-hand side of your screen, we got the Hoblin Goblins, the fusion team out of the Raleigh, Durham, and Fishers, Indiana, taking on the Orlando team, Boo Sheet. Hoblin Goblins up 6-1 over there on Sheet A. That's the left side of your screen. Sheet B, Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa is up, has 6. Strickland out of Charleston has 2. And then on Sheet C, we've got What We Booze in the Shadows. They're in the 7th end, folks, heading down the other end. 7th end there on Sheet C. We got 8 for Wishful Thinking to 4 for What We Booze in the Shadows. And then on Sheet D, we have the Queen City Showdown here for the booze at 7 and 2 for the Curling Tribe. As we're going to jump over to Sheet D now, folks, as we're getting ready for the last rock from Skip Omar Van Ruyen. Omar sitting here, he's got here for the booze, scoring 2 against him right now. This is going to be a 10 shot for Omar, as he has to score here to keep this game moving along and keep his team in it. Here for the booze with 2, that might be a knockout punch. Van Ruyen bringing a nice rock, coming down the right-hand side there. It's off the guard. Let's see what it's going to do here, folks. I don't exactly know. It looks like he's going to try to tap up and get one. It's slowing, it's slowing, it's slowing, it's slowing, it's slowing. Can they get the tap? They might have enough. Score one for Van Rooyen. What a shot. Just ticking off the red guard there. 7-3 for here for the Boos. And that is not over yet, folks. That's a big stone from Van Rooyen, keeping his team in it. So, we're back to the Cinco rectangle, folks. Sheets A and Sheet B are in the 6th end. Sheet C is in the 7th end, heading back down the other way. We're going to jump over to Sheet B, ladies and gentlemen. Sheet B is getting down towards final rocks here. Sheet B between Mooch Knuckle out of Tampa and Strickland out of Charleston. 6-2 right now for Mooch Knuckle as Mooch Knuckle sitting 3. Mooch Knuckle sitting 3 here on a 6-2 lead, trying to push this out to a 9-2 game. Strickland trying to battle back here. Strickland on their last stone. This is hammered, folks. Strickland could jump back into it if they made this a 6-3 game as opposed to a 6-2 game. Needs to draw through that little port. You see at the top of your screen, you see a yellow, red, yellow. If he can put it between that red and yellow rock and draw between it, he can make this a 6-3 game and get back into it. Again, you can score multiple points in an end. He doesn't have that chance right now. Rock looks good. Is it gonna? It kisses. I don't think he's gonna get inside of that one, as that's gonna be 1 for Mooch Knuckle, and Mooch Knuckle is now up 7-2 as we're heading towards the 7th end there on Sheet B. As we go back to the Cinco rectangle, checking out the action on all 4 sheets. We've got 3 sheets in the 7th end now, and the Hoblin Goblins and Boo sheet are still in the 6th, coming back down. But Hoblin Goblin and Boo sheet are getting close towards wrapping up. So, and folks, again, we're here from the Charlotte Curling Club. This is the Sweepy Hollow Bond Spiel. My name is Adam Pelletier. I am your commentator, bringing you tonight's curling action in Charlotte. You know you're excited. You're spending your Friday night. You've got some snacks. You've got a beverage of your choice, and you've got curling action on the television. What more could you want in a Friday night? So we're jumping over to Sheet A, where we've got the Hoblin Goblins and Boo sheet, as Skip Bill Morrison bringing his rock, trying to cut this down. He's got 2 rocks left, and there's 1 for 2 for Hoblin Goblins. Can't tell if that's 1 or 2 rocks at the other end, folks. It's hard to see across. We're at the far right corner of Sheet D, trying to look all the way to the far left. Bill Morrison missed his shot there. Good shot, just didn't move enough. He thought he had some more movement. It happens, folks. It's tough to read the ice, especially this late in a game. We got ourselves some good curling action here happening, folks. We got a lot of action happening on all 4 sheets. We're here on Sheet A with the Hoblin Goblins, which is a fusion matchup of Raleigh-Durham and Fishers, Indiana. You got to like having all that coming together. Folks, one thing about curling is, if you're a curler, if you curl, you walk into any curling club all around the world, and you are immediately welcomed. You are welcomed as one of us. It's one of those things where they're going to stand around you with the brooms and chant, "One of us, one of us." And then we're going to go curl and have some fun, and maybe some other shenanigans as well. But we're going to keep this PG or G rated, folks. Who knows what you're getting up to at a curling club, though. So, we've got first skip rock here from the Hoblin Goblins, and skip Kim Hicks looking to bring a rock down here. He's sitting 1 right now, trying to keep the pressure on Boo sheet and force Bill Morrison into some tricky shots. Let's see what he can do here. Hicks bringing it down, coming a little down the left-hand side. Good rock. Looks like he's trying to draw in a little bit. Is that a draw? Yeah, trying to draw around and pile in and score another one here. Can they get it around the guard? No, it's going to tick off, and that's going to open things up. Bill Morrison now has a lot of room to come down and try to hit the shot rock right there. So Bill Morrison here, nice open gap to come down and hit that red rock that's sitting shot. Now, folks, I know a lot of you are sitting at home saying there's no way he can get around that guard there. That guard is tight, but if you look at it, the shot rock is sitting to the left of the center line. The guard is almost completely to the right. He can see about 2/3 of it, and that 2/3 is the critical 2/3 he needs to see. He needs to hit it, and he needs to have his shooter rock stick around. If he can hit, keep his shooter rock around, but roll it a little bit behind those rocks on the left-hand side, that rock is going to be untouchable. He's going to be sitting one, and he's going to force Hoblin Goblins to a one-point end if they can hit the draw. Bill Morrison coming down here, looking for the hit. They need to keep it off that guard, folks. That's starting to move. They need to sweep. They're on it. They're sweeping. Can they hold it? The sweep is on. The hit is there. They hit. They roll. And it's swept out of play. Good sweep. Great shot by Bill Morrison. Impressive shot by the skip there. Kim Hicks sweeping it on out as we are presently sitting at a 1-point Hoblin Goblins end. This is really critical here. Hoblin Goblins are sitting one at the moment, and this could be interesting as we're going to go back out to the Cinco rectangle before Kim Hicks steps in for his last rock here. We've got 4 matches going on. Cinco rectangle, patent pending, ladies and gentlemen. A sheet on your left, D sheet on your right, working from left to right. The Hoblin Goblins, the Triangle, Circle City, Fusion Club. Kim Hicks has delivered his stone on the left. We're going to jump back over there. Hicks has delivered that shot down the left-hand side. He's sitting one. He's trying to pile in for 2 here. I don't know where all the rocks went on the right side. Oh, that's where they went, folks. Folks, sheet A is in the books. Hoblin Goblin wins it. They've decided to shake hands and call it a day. And that's going to be a 7-1 win for the Hoblin Goblins. That is all she wrote. That is final, ladies and gentlemen. Hoblin Goblins win 7-1. As we're now looking, 3 games left, folks, here. 3 games left in the 5:30 draw. We got one more draw coming in later tonight, folks. Don't worry. Stay with us here. We got good curling action coming all night. Sheet B, C, and D still going. We're going to work our way around here, folks, on Sheet B. We've got Sheet B, Mooch Knuckle and the Tampa squad up 7-2 on Team Strickland out of Charleston. Skip Peter Strickland has been keeping Team Strickland around here. They're presently sitting 1. It's tough to tell there at the top, folks. It looks like Strickland is sitting 1, trying to pile in and get a second here to cut that down and make it a less large game heading into the 8th end. They have a shot here. Sheet C, between What We Booze in the Shadow, our Palmetto Club. Folks, it's an all southeast region right now, other than the Fishers, anyone on the Hoblin Goblins out of Fisher in Indiana. But we're going to call it the southeast draw here, folks, at the 5:30 mark. We're at 7:17 here on the East Coast, having ourselves a grand old time at the Charlotte Curling Club. Wishful thinking out of the Raleigh-Durham Club, Triangle Curling Club, up 8-4 on What We Booze in the Shadow out of Palmetto. Wishful thinking is presently sitting 3 and looking to put the dagger in What We Booze in the Shadow. And this, folks, this is challenging here for What We Booze in the Shadow. They have what we call a split house. If you look on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see the far house. They've got 2 stones scoring on the right, 1 stone scoring on the left. The problem here is if you take out the stones on one side, the odds are that the other one's still going to be there and you're still going to be being outscored, or your stone's going to stick around in the middle of the house there. Let's see what they do here. second to last stone for what we booze in the shadows, trying to stay alive here, throwing what looks to be a draw here. They're going to try to draw around from from the center to the right side of your screen. No sweep on, trying to let it move, trying to let it go. The weight is good, the line is good. Will it stick around? The skip is out, the sweep is on. Can they get it out the back? No, they cannot. That sticks around. But I think wishful thinking is still sitting 2. That looks like it's 2, and wishful thinking with 1 stone left is just going to come down and pile in for 3 here. And that's going to make this that's going to widen their margin here, as we're going to jump over to sheet D and the Queen City Showdown here. Brady Gould and here for the booze, sit in 1 against the Curling Tribe and skip Omar Van Ruyen. Brady Gould here lining up his shot. We're in the last couple rocks here. Or no, not Brady Gould yet. We're on, I believe this is Nevinch getting ready to throw here, looking to really line it up here and try to clear some of Van Ruyen's rocks out and set up here for the booze with a good end. So lots of action going on here. We're winding down. All of these matches are winding down as Team Strickland here down 7-2, presently conceding 3. This is problems for Strickland, as Strickland is delivering another stone. Coming down the center here. And folks, we're going to pause for 1 second because I got to take care. And we're back, folks. We took you to the Cinco Rectangle. We've got action going all of the sheets. Plenty of action happening right here as we're going to check out what's happening on sheet B right now. Sheet B between the Tampa team and the Charleston curling team. Mooch Knuckle sitting for Team Strickland, trying to stave off the elimination here. Sheet C, folks, lots of action happen here as they are coming down in the 8th end on sheet C, as it is now a 10-2 game on sheet C, making it tough here. So sheet C sitting here 10-2 for wishful thinking. And on sheet D, we have the Queen City Showdown between Van Ruyen and his curling tribe, and here for the booze and Brady Gould. Brady Gould calling his first of his 2 skipstones here, trying to hold on to his 7-3 lead over Van Ruyen and his curling tribe. So lots of action happening here. We are currently on the Queen City Showdown on sheet D. So, sheet D, Queen City Showdown. Brady Gould bringing a rock down here, trying to clear some things out. Does with a hit. Brady Gould now still sitting 2. Might be sitting 3, depending on how they score that 1 at the back of the house. Exciting action happening here as we're going to jump back to sheet C and Wishful Thinking. Our first 8th end of the draw. 8th end, What We Booze in the Shadows, down 10-4. And they are starting to put rocks in play here against Wishful Thinking. They're going to need 6, and there's the first of their 6 that they're going to need. This could be the start of something exciting. Stay tuned. As we jump over to sheet B, looking at Mooch Knuckle in Tampa sitting 4 against Team Strickland out of Charleston. Mooch Knuckle sets a guard here. They're sitting 4. Team Strickland needs to score here to keep this game continuing. They're currently looking at 4 points being scored against them. This could be challenging for Team Strickland, as Skip Peter Strickland is setting his shot, coming down the ice. He's got a challenge in front of him, but this is a makeable shot to keep the game going and make it a 7-3 contest. Can he do it? We'll see, folks. It'll be interesting. So let's see here as Strickland settles into the hack and gets ready. Strickland looks like they've got a wide draw set, trying to work their way from left to right. Strickland shot down the left-hand side there. He's trying to draw in wide sweeping draw from the left. Wide draw from the left. Taps. Doesn't get it around the guards. That's going to be 4 for Mooch Knuckle. And that's going to be 4 for Mooch Knuckle, the team from Tampa, as that looks like it shakes. That's going to be 11-2 for Mooch Knuckle. That game is final. So 11-2, Mooch Knuckle takes it. The Tampa squad proving that the Sunshine State can indeed curl on ice. We're back. We got 2 games left here, folks. Wishful Thinking up 10-4 against What We Booze in the Shadow. And then on sheet D, we have Here for the Booze and the Curling Tribe going on sheet D. Here for the Booze up 7-3 over the Curling Tribe, as Brady Gould is sitting 2 right now, as that looks like shakes all around. 2 for Earth. We're going to call that 2, folks, on our official score. That might be 3, though, but we're going to call it 2 here for the Booze, as we are left with just 1 match left here. 1 game going on sheet C between Booze in the Shadows and Wishful Thinking. What We Booze in the Shadows here, sitting 1, bringing down another one. They have 1 guarded, and they need to score a bunch here in the 8th end. They need 6, folks, and they are fast, running out of rocks, but they are hitting some nice shots here, and they could make this a closer game as they get a nice tap up there. Beautiful tap. Makes it, leaves blah, 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 blah. Leaves What We Booze in the Shadow sitting 2. Wishful Thinking sitting 0. Folks, 3 games are in the book. 1 game still going. We're going to jump back out. We're going to take you around here and debrief what happened today. So, we're going back to the Cinco Rectangle. All right, Cinco Rectangle. On sheet A, we had the Hoblin Goblins led by Skip Kim Hicks, the Triangle Curling Club, and the Circle City Club. Circle City, for those of you who don't know, is Fisher, Indiana. They took down the Boo Sheet team skipped by Bill Morrison out of Orlando, 7-1. On sheet B, we had Mooch Knuckle, our Tampa representatives, putting the Sunshine State to 1-1 on this draw, taking down Team Strickland, led by Skip Peter Strickland, 11-2. That was Skip Brad Forrest and Mooch Knuckle taking down Peter Strickland and Team Strickland 11-2. Sheet C still in progress. Wishful Thinking, which is our hybrid fusion team. Triangle City, which means we got Raleigh, we got Durham, and we have Circle City, Fishers, Indiana on one team. Up 10 score. I'm sorry, folks, I got completely confused. What We Booze in the Shadow out of Palmetto Curling Club has 4 right now. Wishful Thinking out of the Triangle, Raleigh, Durham, up 10-4 right now. And lastly, on sheet D, the Queen City Showdown goes to Brady Gould and Here for the Booze as they win 9-3 over Omar Van Ruyen and his curling tribe. As we head to sheet C, wrapping it up here, Wishful Thinking tapping out the scorer for What We Booze in the Shadow. What We Booze in the Shadow sitting 1 right now with a few rocks left, and it looks like they're going to finish throwing rocks, folks. Curling, it's a sport and competition of sportsmanship, ladies and gentlemen. All these teams, as they leave the ice, are going to come up for some hearty fellowship, collaboration, and broom stacking where they sit, they enjoy each other's company, and they just have a grand old time. Pictures being taken on the ice right now among all of the teams, the curling tribe here, their tiki torches and their survivor shirts, of course. Great fellowship and experience happening here in Charlotte. Folks, we're glad you joined us here for the 5:30 draw during the Charlotte Curling Club Sweepy Hollow. Next draw coming up is going to be coming your way at 8 p.m. 4 sheets of action at the 8 p.m. draw, folks. Get excited. We got 4 more games coming at 8 o'clock. Same YouTube channel. Might be a slightly different link. We'll update you. Don't go anywhere, though. So we're going to get off the air here in just a little bit as we're just waiting on sheet C to wrap up as What We Booze in the Shadow sitting 4, coming in, trying to sit a 5th. They do. They sit a 5th. They're scoring here. They are presently sitting 2. This would make it a 10-6 final score. Wishful Thinking looking to clear some rocks out here and maintain their lead if possible. Folks, you can hear the chatter and the excitement in the air here up in the warm room. You've got people talking. You've got people having fun. You've got some crokinole going on, which is a tabletop game. You've got some dice being shot. You've got doubles curling on the screen. Everybody's favorite, Sarah and Corey, American Olympic hopefuls, Charlotte's favorite. They're close to our hearts here down at the Charlotte Curling Club. We love them. They come to us all the time. We're excited to watch them and cheer them on as they push for the Olympics. Folks, that's happening right now on one of the NBC platforms. We believe it's the Olympic Channel. But, of course, you can have 2 screens going here, one with Olympic-level curling and one with the one, the only, Sweepy Hollow Bonspiel out of the Charlotte Curling Club. Folks, we're down to the last rocks of our 5:30 draw here. What We Booze in the Shadow is on their last rock, looking to clear this out and sit 2. Wishful Thinking shitting 1, that yellow at the top of the circle. The goal here is tap that one out and have your rock stick around. What We Booze in the Shadow, Skip Kenton Morrill bringing a shot here with some weight. Not too much weight, though. Looks like it should stick around. It's got to move a little bit from left to right on your radio dial, folks. Getting over there, getting over there. Is it going to touch it? It kisses it. Does it stick around? It taps the back one. It does stick around, but that's going to be 1 for Wishful Thinking. Wishful Thinking 11. What We Booze in the Shadow 4. Folks, thank you very much for joining me as we worked our way through the 5:30 draw of the Charlotte Curling Club Sweepy Hollow Bonspiel. You can take a look right now at the Cinco Rectangle as we wrap it up again. Sheet A, the Hoblin Goblins, Fusion Club, Triangle City, and Circle City, which is in Fishers, Indiana. 7, Boo Sheet and out of Orlando, 1. Sheet B, Mooch Knuckle out of the Tampa Curling Club, 11. Team Strickland out of Charleston 2. Sheet C, Witchful Thinking out of the Triangle Curling Club 11, and What We Booze in the Shadows 4. They're from the Palmetto Curling Club. And on sheet D, Here for the Booze out of the Charlotte Curling Club 9, wins over their Charlotte Curling Club rivals, the Curling Tribe, who scored 3. Folks, thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here in about 27 minutes for the 8 o'clock draw, which will start our B event. Thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Adam Pelletier from the Charlotte Curling Club. Have a